Hey everybody, Nate Mo here. Today on DoodleDrawArt, Lisa's gonna teach you how to draw a Minecraft diamond. How awesome is that?
Alright, so let's get started. I've got 3 different colors of blue colored pencil and then 2 colors of marker that are all the shades of aqua and darker aqua and blue. And then I've got a black Sharpie. And you might also want to head over to DoodleDrawArt.com where you can get a copy of this template that I created to help teach you how to draw this diamond today. And you might also want to print off some nice black graph paper that you could lay underneath your white paper while you're working, as I'm doing today. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start off by making the black outline of our diamond. So I'm just going to make 6 dots on the paper here, and then I'm going to outline those to make a rectangle, and I'm just following the lines that are in behind on my graph paper, and then I'm going to color this in. So this is going to be the bottom of my diamond. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to make my way all the way around doing the outline of the diamond shape. So I'm going to do 1 square here, and this one is diagonally over 1 place from the 6 that we just did. And then I'm going to go up 1 more, like so. And this one is actually too high, so I'll make a double rectangle here. Should pay more attention maybe. Alright, now we're going to go over diagonally and up 3. This is our next little section. And color that in. And then we start to come back in closer, and we're going to go over diagonally and up 2. Color that in. And then we're going to do the same thing over diagonally and up 2. And color that in. And then over diagonally and just 1 square. And then across the top we're going to have diagonally over and a rectangle that has 4 boxes in it. So just over like this, and I'll color that in. I get lots of requests for Minecraft things, so if there's something that you'd like me to draw, you can just leave a comment in the comment section below. Diagonally over 1, and I'll see if I can get to it. Some things are fun to draw. Minecraft is one of them. Diagonally down 1, and diagonally down 2, 1, 2. So this is not a symmetrical shape. It's not an egg shape, it's a diamond shape, so it's not symmetrical. And then diagonally over and down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. And then back in and down 2. And then the last one for the outside. I'm just going to bring that down and make a single box. Great, so now we're ready for our colors, and as you can see here I've just gone for a real big gradient of color from lightest to darkest. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top of our diamond, and we're going to leave this top row white, and we're going to leave this next square of the next row white. And then I'm going to use my second lightest blue color as the next color to use. So completely white top row, and then white in this row, and here we're going to have these 3 boxes are going to be this color, and so are the 2 directly underneath it. So I'm going to color this little shape here in my second lightest blue. Now I'm using Crayola right now, color pencil. Color is called turquoise. And there we have it. And then the next square, I'm going to use my lightest blue. And this is a Laurentian crayon called also turquoise. Oops, I slipped. So the great thing about dark graph paper is if you slip, you can easily find your spot again. So a Laurentian turquoise number 58, in case you're wondering. Alright, and then in the corner here, I'm going to put my color number 4, which in this case is a marker. So I'm going to grab my marker number 4, and I'm just going to color this last one in the corner lightly with this marker. Okay, so that's the whole row that's colored in first, and then we've started in on this next row. And what we're going to do on this next row, coming down one, is we're going to start over here by the black, and we're going to leave this first one white, and we're going to use our lightest blue color here for the next square right beside the ones that we've already done. So right here, lightest blue, coloring in that square. And then we've got our medium blue, and we skip one. And now for here we need color number 3. And number 3 for me is also a color pencil, and it's aqua green Crayola. So if you wanted to use the same colors I'm using, this is what I've come up with. I actually did this tutorial. I actually figured this out a few times because I was never happy with the colors that I ended up with until I ended up with this selection, because it really needs to be kind of greenish. So this is an L shape here, this last one. It goes over these two and down into the next row. Alright, so let's do this one right here in the corner beside, and it's another color number 4, which for me is this marker. So you can try to find for yourself this range of 6 different colors of marker. I actually am using the same marker for numbers 4, 5, and 6 because they have the same tone, only just a bit darker. So I'll be coloring darker in one than the other. Okay, so let's make our way back in this direction. So I've got a 4 and a 3, and now I need 3 ones. So I'll grab my number 1, and I'll do 3 of these. It's pretty hard to see this one. It's a very light blue, but that's what makes it look like a diamond. And then we're going to skip one and leave it white, and then we're going to go back to that color that we used a lot of, just right here. I'm calling that color number 2. So that just goes right here under the block that we've already colored. My tongue's not working today. Happens sometimes. All right, so we finished that row. Yay! Now we're ready for the next row. And we're going to leave this whole row white, and we're going to use the same color that we were just using, and we're going to go down this one and color them both blue. So leaving this whole row white and making a rectangle that goes from this row down to the next one in this color number 2. Alright, now let's just finish this row across here. So we're going to leave this one beside it blank, and then we've got a really big section here of this same color. So this one goes over 4 and down 3. So it's a big rectangle of 4 by 3, and it's this same color that we've been using all through here. It's kind of the main color of the diamond, and it's a bit of a turquoise color, bluish, ocean blue, not very dark. It's kind of even greenish, really, if you look at it a certain way. All right, so as we continue across this row, we're going to come into this section here underneath this L shape, and it needs to be now a darker color than we've used yet. So we're going to use our number 5, and we're going to go all the way down the edge of the one that we just did to here and fill in that whole rectangle just like so. Nice. And then right over here to finish this off, we're going to go back to color number 3, and we're going to have 2 squares of this color. So 1, 2, and then we might as well finish off this little corner right here with this same color that we've been going down the edge with, which is our marker number 4. Choosing the colors was really the hardest thing about this project. Okay, so in this next row here we just have one left to fill in, and it's this one here, and this one is going to be number number 1. Okay, so I will find my number 1, and I will color in right beside here. So there's one white one, and then I've got this number 1. And now that whole row is finished. And now I'm coming down to this row, and underneath this rectangle is another number 1. And then beside that we need a 4, which is the same color that we've been using over here. So this last bottom corner one here is a 4. I numbered them from lightest to darkest, in case you couldn't tell. So 4 here, coming over this way, we've got these 2 squares left to do, and that's going to be a 6. And for me, a 6 is going to be 5, the color I just used, and I'm going to go over it extra to make it super dark. Because it's really the same color, it's just a bit darker than before. Great, so this is the lightest section of our diamond, and now we're getting on into this darker bit. So I'm going to continue making all of these little shapes with all my colors. So this next row, I'm going to start off with color number 3, which is a colored pencil, and I'm going to make an L shape right here. If I line myself up. And so this is going to be an L shape right here. So it's 2 this way. So left white there in the corner, and then 2 white, 2 this way, and 1 this way. There we go. And then all along underneath here, we're going to have color number 5. And 5 is my darkest color of marker that I found, and only 1 layer of it. So I'm going to go super carefully so I don't make it dark. So I didn't want to overlap any of my lines to make it doubled. Okay, so now we're over here and we're on to number 4, and for this one it's going to be another L shape, which is going to go over 2 and down 1, just like this. Over 2 and down 1. Ta-da! Almost done. Okay, and then in the corner here we have 5 again, and 5 is of course very quick coloring of this dark blue. And now, down in this bottom section here, we have a very large 4x3, same shape as this one, rectangle that fills in this whole area here with color number 4. So I'll just fill that in with number 4. And now we're almost done. We're going to have one more number 4 right here in this end corner between these two. That's a number 4. And then all we need is 6s and 5s. So I'm down to my last marker. So here I'm going to have, I'm going to color this part here 6, which means I'm going to go over it darkly. And then down here is 5. So quick, quick, quick. And then on the same thing on the other side, I'm going to have 6 here. So I'll color it darkly. And then these last 2 squares are 5, so just quick, quick, quick. Not covering over my lines twice. Alright, so that's it. That is how you draw a Minecraft diamond. You still there, Nate-Mo?
Yep, still here.
What you doing?
Just heading down to renovate my base.
Be sure to check out Nate-Mo's channel, where he has a survival series and tutorials on awesome things like how to make firework arrows and mob disguises.